Hello, are there yet? We've got a challenge here from Lightspeed Chess. Astrobeat in the house. Zwerst hemmen. Dan blockieren. Und schliebig vernichten. Mein System. Whatever, bro. Vivid dreams. We had some good vivid dreams last night. Welcome to your newest nightmare. Sladgie is streaming again. Astrobeat and the Marazzi. Not too many of your 1600 opponents giving you much practice in the Marazzi. E5 is never allowed to be played again. You understand. You shall never play E5 again in the Accelerated Dragon Razzi. Because if you play E5, your D6 pawn is backward and has no protection. You promised never to do that again. I can't believe you did that again. You've done that before. Alright, folks. Welcome to the stream. Beat up. Welcome to the morning. Alright, let's do a puzzle. I got my puzzles under 2600. Oh no, Sladgie. Chick. Oh no, chick. This might be an easy one. How are we going to do this? Takes on G1. Has to be takes on G1. Best move. Keep going. If check on D1. We have two checks. I'm definitely losing to that queenside majority in an ending. So endgame is not the idea here. Queen D1 check allows two different moves. King E3, and that drops a bishop. And so that leaves him with just King C3, and then I have, what do I have? That's a good freaking question. Bishop E1 check, and then King B2. And I'm just like winning the B4 pawn, I guess. Oh my god. Another puzzle wrong. Jesus Christ. It's a nice move. Damn it. Just didn't take my time. I mean, that ending isn't winning for me. Are you sure? Seriously, Bishop E1 check? Why is that not winning? I see this now. But is it not winning? Bishop E1? Shit. Wow, I thought this was winning. It's not winning. Holy crap. Because he has some kind of trick with like... Well, he's not down a pawn. Yeah. Man. Another puzzle shot. Terrible. Continue training. Maybe I get an easy one? Can I get an easy one? A5 check. You know I'll get this wrong, right? A5 check. C5's not going to cut it, so it's like B5. This is not so easy. C5 is possible. But I keep running into problems with white king going to A5. The queen check, king B3. Queen check doesn't do anything. It has to be a pawn move. A5 check. He only has king A4. Then what's the winning move? Oh, it's a combination of the above. We got one right. Oh my god. It's C5 check. And then D takes C5, A5 mate. Wow. I am so quick, dude. Simple made it too, and I couldn't see it. Whew. Mate in 2, and it took me 45 seconds to a minute to find it. This also must be a mate. Oh man, knight f6 is kind of not mate. So basically, knight e4, knight c3, knight f2 check, king h5, and then I guess king h3, threatening mate in 1. But there's a problem with g5. Oh man. What happened to, oh there he is, Speedlight, is he back? He's back, alright. Speedlight back with the 7-5 challenge. Oh, we lost 2 to him. Really? What? They were Simul games? Wait, what? Dude, I got mated in 1? I don't even remember that. I got mated in 1. I didn't even realize that. When was this played? 3 days ago? I don't think I even knew I got mated in 1. That's really nuts. I don't even know how that game ended, and I don't remember getting mated in 1. Alzheimer's. Alright. Player is back. But no leaving our game. I think we have a problem here. He was here, then he was gone. Now he's here again, but now he's gone again. Here today, gone tomorrow. Let's play the Astrobate repertoire today. Famous Kings of the Inn. Transpo. It's the same as Kings of the Inn Transpo. Jeez. It's like a theoretical expert. Really? You're a theoretical expert? I got mated in one in a plus 10 position. Mated in one in both games. It's a bullet player. 37 rapid, 175 blitz, 900 bullet. Yeah. Oh no. Maybe a6 is not the best move. There's knight a6 instead. Are we there yet, donkey? I'm getting mated again. I'm blitzing my moves. Yeah, I'm tired of losing to this guy with instantaneous moves every turn. Because he's playing bullet. He's already checkmated me 2 games in a row. It's pretty weird. He's another bullet player. I really don't want to play these bullet guys. It's very annoying. I don't understand why these players who are bullet players are like attracted to my stream. Not really getting it. Same thing with the learning chess account. It's very weird. You see, this guy is driving me crazy. I wonder if he's a Smurf account. The same account as learning chess or whatever. It's pretty weird, honestly. Yeah. I'm just not gonna play them anymore. It's too weird, man. Why would he do that? Something really weird about this. Well, that's one way to put it. Let's just check the game with the engine when we're done. Too confident. Really, I'm not in the mood for this. Now he's like thinking. Mm. Go again with a weird move every turn. I'm not in the mood for this. My first game is... I'm not going to accept this guy's challenges anymore. Every single game is bullet. That's why I get... That's the player I get, like, playing me a bullet player. Why can't I get, like, a thinking player? I had a coffee like 3 hours ago and it completely wore off. I feel like I just woke up again. Terrible. If he's not going to use any time, I'm not going to use any time. If he's only taking time suddenly now, he wasn't in the beginning. I guess he didn't want to look like an engine or something, or whatever. It would be too easy to beat me with Queen G2. You don't know anything about cheating, man. You gotta mix in some bad moves here and there. You're just like a terrible cheater, bro. To be perfectly honest with you. You're like the worst cheater ever. You gotta try to be a little bit creative, not just play the best move every turn. I admit it's pretty strange. I was ready to, like, resign. But maybe it wasn't quite resigning. You think, Uber Driver? You really are Captain Obvious, right? It's the only move. It's obvious. Of course. Exactly. If you show it to 10 people, they would all say Queen G2. Take on H2? Man, that's kind of greedy. He has Queen G5. If I take on H2, he has Queen G5. That looks scary, to be perfectly honest. F4. Stop suggesting bad moves that, like, lose by force. Am I lost yet? He probably still has compensation. It's just a matter of time till I hang mate in 1. I like his, like, perfect positional coordination. Even down the exchange, for a pawn, he's, like, fine. Total coordination. I don't know, man. Need to start vetting challengers better. I shouldn't just accept, like, random people for challenges. To be honest, I hung mate in 1 in the last game, but that kind of pissed me off. I don't think I even knew that. I think the next game just started and I just, like, didn't realize I got mated in 1. I thought he resigned. I think I thought he resigned, Asterbate, and then I realized... Did I just think he resigned? I don't remember, like, being, oh shit, I got mated in 1. And... Because he was losing, he was -10, about to get mated, and I hung mate on H3. But the game was just, like, ended, and I didn't even realize it or something. I wasn't looking. and he mated me, and I just went on to the next game thinking that I won. Yeah, it's crazy. No, I saw you had queen f4 check, and I was like, oh, I don't want to allow that counterplay. I want to get mated in 1 instead. I'm missing a lot of mates in 1 lately. I'm like really weak tactically lately. Really weak. I'm missing mates in 1 repeatedly. I can't do a puzzle to save my life. I guess it's just the not playing Blitz anymore has turned me into a tactical moron. I thought it would be good for my game, but I think it's actually I might have to rethink the whole strategy. Although Blitz is artificial, it kind of forces you to calculate faster. It's like doing exercises. Maybe your particular weakness is diagonal, Super Driver. Alright, this is not normal. I'm just gonna like ban him from the stream. What the fuck is that? Why the fuck are you offering me a draw? You're down the exchange against the International Master and you're offering a draw when you're supposed to be worse? Seriously, it's not normal. Why would you offer a draw? Like your computer, your engine is evaluating at 0.0 or what? Well, the engine says I'm 0.0. Oh, okay. Well, then a draw, I guess. What? I was just following the engine's evaluation. Is that what you're going to tell me, or what? What's the explanation for that? Just totally doesn't make any sense. Seriously, I am done playing this guy. It's too weird. There's something too weird about it. Feels super sus. His time management, his style of play, everything. The fact that he's like 2100 in rapid, or 2100 in bullet. Yeah, dude. It's just too weird. It's just really weird. I'm just resigning. Alright. Block. I don't want to know, dude. Tired of these weird accounts. This is what I have to get every single time. Why would you offer me a draw? The only possible explanation for offering me a draw there was that your engine said it was equal. This is so sus, dude. I don't understand. He's actually winning. Well, it was nice of him to offer me a draw in his winning position. Just tired of playing sus people. I really, really am. He's so banned, dude. Maybe he's just using the Opening Explorer. I feel 100% sure about this. He's mixing in some bad moves to kind of like balance it out. That's totally what it is. It's such a good ban. It's just ridiculous. Actually, Queen h4 was a good move by me. He mixed in a blunder. I did have f4. But you know what? How could I see that? He has bishop takes e5 check. I thought I was like getting mated. No, there's something weird about this account, man. I'm telling you. He's smart cheating. Mixing in like good moves with his bad ones. I don't know why I'm playing with him. It's pissing me off. It's just impossible to tell if people are cheating nowadays because they just mix in the computers with like their own play. Coming out with a 36 CPL. I feel like I'm playing a computer. Ukraine. He's not from Ukraine. Whatever, dude. Dude, if he has 100 games, dude, B-Jock, I never had a limit about how old your account is. It's 100 games. He had more than 100 games, so I played him. But yeah, I agree. If your account was just created in the last month, there's like a 90% chance that your last one was banned. Alright, can we get like someone who I can trust? Not like Geller level opponent. Who plays the white side of the same-ish? People think they're so smart. I would never guess. Yeah, Spassky. Good choice. Spassky. Perfect. Yeah, it was like Spassky Geller, same-ish King's India. He insta-played G4. Do you channel your Spassky? No, he was channeling Spassky already. Spassky's perfect. I wanted somebody who played the white side of the same-ish King's Indian like a Grandmaster. Spassky's a perfect choice. I was trying to think, like, what Soviet-era Grandmaster played the white side of the same-ish. And you instantly said Spassky, though you didn't even mean it in that context. Did you say C5? Paul McIntyre? The Paul McIntyre Gambit. This is unsound. The check Benoni wasn't really a check Benoni. Technically that was a foigle Benoni, which is better than a normal check Benoni, because my bishop goes to G7. I think white's best move is Queen A4 check, if I remember correctly. I've played this only with white, but I've run out of openings to play against Schumacher. I was thinking about you yesterday, Schumacher. You've got over 300 games against me. You're one of our most prevalently played opponents. When I think of Serbia, I think of Schumacher. I was reading this article about Serbia and I always think of you. Alright. Now Queen A4. Now it looks like a c3 Sicilian in reverse. I think it is, actually. Yeah, we played a lot. I hope it's helping you. It's definitely helping me. And why do I have a headache now? I hate waking up early. Today I had a doctor's appointment I had to go to. I had to wake up like at 8, and I don't normally do that, so my schedule's all whacked. I've been awake for 3.5 hours, but I feel like I didn't sleep. Didn't sleep enough. Okay, c3 Sicilian. Pillsbury Lasker. Pillsbury Lasker, right? Where's Uber driver? Pillsbury Lasker, 1972, right? Spassky Fischer, 1992. Speaking of Serbia. Can I just ask a question? Something I guess I never really understood. What was the significance of Fischer Spassky being held in Serbia? I mean, Spassky lived in France, right? He immigrated from Russia like a million years ago. I guess, what was the point? Like, there was some sponsor in Serbia? Fischer was living in California until what, like 1991 or something? Uber driver, do you know the story? What made Fischer suddenly go to Serbia? I don't know about the... You had good relations with Russia, but what did that have to do with it? He was a good friend with Gligorich. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there had to be, like, someone directly connected with setting that up, but I don't know exactly the circumstances. I never really paid attention to the organizing of Spassky Fischer too. I was just thinking about, like, you know, you thought they played in Yugoslavia? Yeah, okay. I mean, it was a very turbulent time, Uber driver. I guess it was still Yugoslavia, but it's hard to keep track of the exact years, and frankly, Fischer, I don't think the Fischer, you know, had a problem until the, yeah, the situation remains unclear. I don't know the politics and the timeline well enough. I mean, there was a lot of wars and stuff. I'm not sure about the exact timeline. Fischer hated America, but only like after, right? They wouldn't. They were like accusing him of taking a prize from a country that was under NATO sanctions or whatever. But this is only after the fact. It was after the fact that he started to really hate the U.S. government, and he like ripped up the paper on TV and all that shit. I mean, going into it, he had still been living in California until, I guess, before the match with Spassky. It was only after that that he came to he eventually moved to Hungary. Yeah. I don't know, the timeline is so confusing. Fortunately, I didn't pay enough attention to politics and current events back then. I was just like worried about not failing out of college. Bishop d3. I wasn't interested in the political side of Fischer-Spassky. Chess is non-political. Sports is non-political till they're not non-political. It's a shame that Fischer didn't play Spassky in like 1982 or something. By 92 it was too late for Spassky. Even though he's still alive. He just wasn't a competitive player anymore in 1992. Fischer had been constantly studying. Fischer just needed money, I guess. I don't really fully understand Fischer, the whole Fischer thing. Why did Fischer quit chess in 1972? Exactly? I still don't quite get it. Exactly. What was his problem? Like, what was his issue? Besides the fact that he was raving crazy. Like, why didn't he just like keep playing chess? He didn't want to play Karpov. Did he like hated the Russians and he didn't want to play Karpov? If you have like a grudge against the Russians or something, you know, you probably don't want to have a match in Serbia. But he was weird, man. He was all over the map with craziness. I don't think there's anything consistent about it. He claimed to be like anti-Jews and anti-Semitic, but he like hung out with the Polgars, which doesn't make a lot of sense. You know, it's totally inconsistent. Almost everything about him was kind of inconsistent and insane. He was offered $1 million to play Gligorich and said no. When was that, Uber driver? Uh-huh. Yeah, I told you guys that Portish told me he like secretly went to San Antonio. This is how nuts he was. He like disguised himself and went to San Antonio in like 1973 to just like watch the tournament. Portish was one of the only people who recognized him. Man, I hate my openings. I hate this opening too. It's Superdriver's fault for suggesting the concept of C5. My brain fog is not helping, but I'm just not. You guys are strong. I mean, besides the fact that I suck. The first player, I don't like that player. That was weird. I feel like they might be using assistants. But Schumacher is just a strong player who's gotten better. From the stream, I believe, hopefully. Very positional Schumacher today. Not your usual craziness. Why no craziness today? Yeah, why didn't he play anybody? Why did he just quit chess altogether? I mean, what's his issue exactly? Even, it's like Magnus giving up the world championship. I mean, even if you had a problem with Karpov or the Russians or, whatever, it's kind of insane to just like quit chess altogether. Yeah, he was nuts. He was just totally nuts. Bonkers. Straight up bonkers. Oh my god. I'm straight up bonkers. What is wrong with me? I'm so weak. Jeez, this move sucks. Arsenio Fanricci. Quitting once a year. There has to be a million ways. I mean, even G6 is a blunder. I don't know, dude. I have like clouded thinking. This is stupid. It's freaking stupid. Just down a pawn for nothing. It was like a model IQP game by Schumacher. I guess I should just not play openings, I don't know, for starters. For non-starters. First of all, don't play things you don't know. I never played this gambit. I don't even remember what it's called. I thought, okay, let's try something new. For game 374. Oh, baby. Damn it, he's got everything covered. It's unbelievable. It's ridiculous. Of course. We actually have challenges. Anonymous player Mule Skinner, a subscriber to the stream. Wow, it's unbelievable. Our second subscriber today. Oh, Anonymous is sort of 3. Shocky, Anonymous, and Mule Skinner, all subscribers. Learning Chess might be a subscriber, but he pisses me off because it's an account with like bullet tendencies. Give me a break there, man. Or not. Yeah, that learning chess account got gift subbed or something, but I really don't like playing them. It's another bullet player. I don't get it. Why these bullet players gravitate toward playing in my stream? I just don't understand what the point of that is. I hate bullet. I'm constantly like griping about it. I don't understand why people who like bullet are like gravitating here. He sees everything. Every freaking tactic. Dude, you're like on fire today. What's with that? I'm just like getting destroyed. Schumacher played like really tight technical chess with high accuracy and fast. This is not really his normal style. Oh, pawn takes? Why pawn takes? Wow. Is that a good move, Master? Pawn flakes. Sorry guys, really bad meltdown by Schumacher giving me a draw there, but I gotta be right back. I gotta run. Be right back. we back? Where's the shark? Alright, Schumacher. Very bad draw. This was a terrible game for me. Totally lost. Sorry for the delay, everybody. We're back. We're going to be streaming until 11:30, 12:30, 1:30. Just another hour. Let me just see this game quickly. Yeah, I thought Queen A4 check. But I was wrong. Okay, it's not Queen A4 check. You're correct to take here. And Bishop E7. Damn. That's right. I'm trying to remember though, is that what I faced? I think Bishop E7. Computer says Bishop E4. What? Oh no, on the other move. No, I'm supposed to play Bishop E7 right away. This is right. This is right, and then E4. Yeah, I didn't play it right. I didn't play it right. I did Knight C6. Wow, he has Bishop takes a6 here, of course. Wow, unbelievable. Knightage did this against Grandelius. Holy shit. Knightage did this against Grandelius and drew. Wow. That had to be like, I don't know, man. Wow, what was this? Then they played like a perfect game after that. Douglas, man, oh my god, he did it in a serious tournament. I mean, maybe, do you think this is possibly a real preparation? It's not that bad. Yeah, it's hard to believe that Knightage would blunder this so early. It had to be some kind of weird offbeat prep. If Knight D4, Bishop D8, Savino couldn't win this position. King D8 against Mag Mercer in 1968. Jeez. Here, Savino castled. So that's line's not good either. Knight's move is better. And White should play Queen E3. You know, I really don't know if Knightage intended on this or it was just like a... Do you guys think this was intentional? He's just trying to confuse the inexperienced Grandelius? Or something he just like threw out there and didn't know what he was doing. It's unbelievable. So Grandelius went wrong with Queen E2 and then White suddenly has nothing. So if you don't know you're supposed to play Queen E3 here, it's a really good gamble. White did Queen E2 and had nothing. Though it still looks good for White. E3, D4. It kind of feels like Knightage knew it, to be honest. He was just trying to like trick him or something. Like he's gambling. Anonymous player. No, I might see Queen E3. I mean, you're pinning the E-pawn there. It's not an unusual move in a lot of variations. I mean, it's a thematic move, quite honestly. I can stream. No, I can stream until what? 2 o'clock? 11:30 to 1:30. We'll see. Caro-Kann transposition. Not the testing way to play against the knight f6 Scandinavian anonymous player, but it's alright. You're just transposing to a Caro-Kann now. c4 looking for trouble. Yeah, I mean, I don't recommend c4 against knight f6 Scandinavian. Sarkar took on c6 when he was a kid against me and lost. It's ridiculous to take that pawn. I can play g6 here as well, transposing to another variation. That's more ambitious, actually. But I don't really know the g6 lines for black. Did you say looking for trouble? Oh man, Arsenal fans here. Ilyich. Nobody plays D takes C. Am I seriously supposed to do that? I hate playing knight takes c3. Positions like this. Do I really have to do that? It's gross. I hate all of the openings I'm getting today. No matter what I play, I just hate it. Yeah, knight b4. I mean, it feels like it's usually wrong. There are some cases where it's good. But I would think more often wrong than right. That's yeah. He might have something dynamic there. For example, once Sarkar did it against me. I don't know why he keeps coming up. He did it against me in a position where he wasn't supposed to do it with black and got a bad position. In a semi-tarish with a structure like this. You have to be careful about when you do something knight b4, moving the same piece twice. Astorbate's favorite strategy. Gotta meet Nefedov tonight. I hope he's not mad about that. Mentioning Borat during the stream yesterday. That seemed to really set him off, Arsenal. I didn't mean to set him off. He really hates Borat. I'm not a huge Borat fan or anything. I just mention random stuff, and it seems like Nefedov gets real pissed about stuff, like certain stuff, like Bob really sets him off. Don't mention Bob. Yeah, he gets triggered. I get it. I mean, comedians, you know, usually are kind of controversial. Obviously, like Borat is very insensitive, and I mean, Sacha Baron Cohen is very you know, debatable, but still, like, it's a you know, it's a celebrity. It's not, you know, why like get set off on a chess stream because you don't like Sacha Baron Cohen or something. I mean, we're not talking about politics. You can like hate Bill Cosby too. Whatever. All right. What's up, Husky? Take back Black's terrible ex-bishop. I mean, this is a typical sort of mechanism. You know, I mean, it's straight out of the C3 Sicilian. And a lot of Catalan stuff. I had a game like that yesterday with the guy from Colombia. Or no, maybe it was a different game. I guess it was a different game. The one I lost on time. But I guess the moral of the story is like, he's gone to the trouble of like nailing this down. I thought honestly, what did I honestly think? Well, I mean, it might be worth considering playing bishop takes c6 in like 95. Doing it that way instead, right? Maybe better to keep the knight and give up the bishop yourself. Leave me with a semi-bad bishop. Although my bishop can get out. You know, it could get out. It could get out to become a monster piece. But I think it's not clear if it will or not. I kind of feel like at this point, though, maybe he's justified. The bishop's not that bad anymore. Actually, a little bit like my game with Nefedov yesterday, where I was white in the Slav, and I took his light square bishop. Then I was complaining that I didn't have any advantage of the bishop pair. But I don't know what I expect. He has a good knight and a bishop. A good knight and a good bishop against two bishops. Or one of them is good and one of them is not so good. I feel like it's a typical scenario where I'm not necessarily better. Oh. Damn, he has bishop a3, of course. Now the position is very equal. I just don't like Monday mornings. But I think we've still got something. Not much. In fact. Arsenal, by the way, you know, when you said it's a boring draw, you left, but we looked at the position afterwards. Everybody who offers me draws is always like slightly worse. Uber Driver, is that some sort of like knights versus bishops reference? Uber Driver's like 7 horses died at the Kentucky Derby. I mean, I know that's like kind of unusual, but I'm wondering what the significance here is. Yeah, I didn't notice you mentioned that. I honestly thought my edge was smaller than it was. But I do think like that's the kind of position a technical player is is happy to play for a win in. Of course, honestly, in my simuls, I normally don't have enough time to exploit that kind of small edge. So it is typically ending up in me, like, maybe accepting a draw. Here I didn't analyze deep enough. Not really a great position for me to have to win in a simul. So what's up with the Kentucky Derby, dude? 7 horses died. Hold on a second. I thought it was like 2 or 3. Wait, two died because of like leg injuries or something. Yeah, like 2 of them. 2 of them were like broken legs, but there's this others. There were some others, but I thought it was also like 2 that died under mysterious circumstances. I mean, my parents used to take their cats to cat shows, and they claimed that people like poisoned the cats. They were really scared people were gonna poison their cats. I don't know, man. Cutthroat business. Could be something shady going on. Also, the horse that was the #1 seed had to drop out at the last minute. I didn't know it was 7 horses. And I can't beat anybody. Anonymous player. That's abnormally how you think. Yeah, there's one trainer who was under investigation. Apparently. Planning on betting? Supple. That's how most describe Arsenal's personality. Anonymous player. Can you change your name to something less sus? Why do you have to be anonymous player? Just makes me suspect you of something. We have a challenge by Sonic Me. Oh yeah. 2,000 bullets, 700 blitz. I'm all over it. We'll be right with you. One of our customer representatives will be right with you. Just stay on the line. Dude, you're like totally pissing me off here. Look at my rook now. No, he has no interest in exchanging queens. Yeah, man. What did I do? It's a disaster. I could have taken that. It's nothing. Queen h4 with a one-move threat. I'm gonna force him to trade queens. Dude, that's not normal. To not accept a queen trade there. To be honest with you. I don't know anyone who would avoid that exchange of queens on f6. That's really bizarre, bro. Like, seriously, where is this coming from? He's just like religiously opposed to exchanging queens? Is that what it is? There's some kind of religious thing. Yes, yeah. An Oedipus complex or whatever. Really strange, bro. And why is he so fast? Different player today. Dude, you're kind of scaring me here. You're 1900 in blitz. Are you like a different person today? You won't trade queens. You like totally trying to win on time. What do you mean rook e7 take the draw? What draw? What draw are you talking about? I didn't know I had a draw. Didn't I like drop a pawn or something? Why is White so gung-ho? Like they're playing in 1100 or something. Like, what's up with that? Are you like a different player today or something? $17, $16 CPL? 15. Wow, A6 is the engine's first thought here. Surprisingly, bishop e5 is White's number one move in this position. That's... wow. So, bishop d6 is a better score. Okay, this is more active. Here's Amitz's game. It's clearly it could be some kind of French exchange variation by transposition. Queen f3. So that was the position where someone suggested knight on db4, no? Was this the position? It's actually a move. I played a little too routinely. d3 is a good move, not fixing your pawns on dark squares. b1 is a good move. Trading was a solid decision. Damn, there's nothing I can do. I tried. I was lucky I wasn't worse at some point. I can't believe you wouldn't take ascending. I mean, come on now. Actually, you're better here. But I was out of time. You gotta trade queens on f6. I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, obviously queen f6 is a bad move, but I just wanted to simplify the position in time pressure. When my opponent clearly did not want to trade queens, but I mean that is a really extreme queen exchange. I'm having a horrible day today. What is this? Yeah, Arsenal fan, I know that, but I just hate bullet chess. Alright, I guess I'll have to play him. If you're gonna force me. I shouldn't play a6. a6 is bad. Arsenal distracted me. Yeah, I know. You gotta make your accidental gift sub count. Even your accidental gift subs have to count because it's you. I understand. Accidental gift subs by Arsenal fan are special accidental gift subs, and they deserve to be treated with more respect than the typical accidental gift sub. Completely understand. So who played this? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you're very solid. You have hate mail? No, I'm not going to play with you, Sonic Me. You have 3 games, your bullet rating is 2066, and your blitz rating is 789. So that makes total sense. No, I'm not going to play with people whose like blitz and bullet rate have more than 1,000 point differential. No, that's physically impossible. Sorry. Did I miss something last move? Like bishop b4? Hiccups. First of all, people have to have 100 rated games, now on bullet. Secondly, if there's more than like an 800 point rating difference between 2 of your ratings, I'm not going to play you. Generally speaking, people with 1,000 point rating difference are kind of sus. Sacrificing the pawn? Not necessarily. Okay, bishop takes, pawn takes. Pawn shaki. Queen c2. Deep breath, everyone. Ooh. I see what you see. You also thought that knight takes d5 might might not work by my opponent yesterday. You want me to do that? Alright, we'll do it. Possession, what is it? Possession is 2/3 of ownership. Or what is that quote? Maybe Asterbate knows. He's our resident quote master. Nine-tenths. The possession is 9/10. Keen. Takes a keen eye to spot queen e5, double attack. Keen eye arsenal. Keen eye means Chinese and Hungarian, by the way. Keen eye. Keen eye. Keen eye Ember. Need more sleep. I had my doctor's appointment this morning, and then tonight I have the Nefudov meeting. Maybe I'll bring like a Saran. I'll bring Sauron, or Nihal Sarin. I'll bring a Sacha Baron Cohen blow up doll or something. No, he's a nice guy. Nefudov's a really nice guy. But I'm kind of tired. I hope he doesn't like expect me to go out drinking all night or something. I just don't have that in me. I mean, Nefudov's he's not a big party animal or something like that. He just, he's on vacation and I'm not. But it's always awkward, when the family's on vacation and you're not, or your friend's on vacation and you're not. I'm on vacation, but my friend's gotta work tomorrow. I need more socialization anyway. It's good. Get me out of the house. Alright, Shaki, otherwise known as Psycho 101. If I take on G2, I'm just like revving up his engines. Why do I have to take the second pawn? Arsenal, your theory of in for a penny, in for a pound, does that have to apply here? I'm having second thoughts about this. I really don't like the G file. Are you saying you like knight takes e4 better? Yeah, it's a tough one. I was kind of hoping for a queen trade, but that was a little optimistic. Now he's obviously going to castle kingside. Dlugi. Is that computer assisted Dlugi or normal Dlugi? Dlugi is my drugi. Dlugi is my drugi of choice. Man, some major network did a program about the cheating scandal. And of course they exploited it, for media. They interviewed Dlugi and he denied any wrongdoing or something. But I figure Hans and Dlugi are getting a lot of exposure. No, I didn't like Hans before the whole thing happened. to be honest. No, I couldn't stand him, like, from the first moment. Way before, even before the pandemic, when he was, like... He was streaming sometimes. He seemed like an arrogant... piece of crap. Way before he was... famous. Okay, h3, stopping knight g4, very nice. I love it when I get hate mail. We should have like a hate mail bag. He was like, I hate you, I am Boba. We can open the hate mail bag every stream to see what we get. I used to like when the major internet providers started out in America Online, had the market corner, and they had like the, you have mail. I remember, what's that movie with Jim Carrey where he was like, Morgan Freeman is God or whatever? Bruce Almighty, right. And there's another comedian a lot of people like to hate on. They're like, you have hate mail. Maybe I take with the queen here? Thank you, Bruce Almighty. Yeah, I like it when the rats go up the gangbanger's butt or whatever. That was an amusing little movie. I know that you know, Jim Carrey is sophomoric and childish. Again, I'm not a huge fan, but I like sophomoric jokes. I don't know, once I posted something from Jim Carrey in my Facebook feed, and some right winger from my past got all riled up. Apparently, I guess like hardcore conservatives don't like Jim Carrey or something. I didn't realize that. Well, it was something political. I guess he's Canadian, like he's not American. So that's the first strike against him. If you're a hardcore nationalist. How dare you talk about America? You're not even an American. Freaking Canadian. It's like Neil Young. Constantly gets shit. And I don't know, Shocky's gotten more scary lately. Scarier than ever. God, look at that. All those losses and then suddenly he's packing in wins. Where are those wins coming from? Oh man, yeah. There was an incident yesterday that might have been racially motivated against migrants where they like ran a car into 7 people, killed like 8 people at a bus stop in Texas. I saw some crazy statistic though. There were like 36 million, some kind of crazy amount of illegal immigrants in the United States. Yeah, I think the guy has been caught. They're checking to see if he has like extremist motivations. They don't understand at first if it was intentional or just like some kind of freakish accident. Like theoretically it could have been an accident, but it was like right where these Venezuelan migrants were like standing at a bus stop. Hey, let's get some politics in today. Hey, how's Suella Braverman doing? Arsenal fan. How about Rook B8? Let's see. Let's test the waters. The guy they arrested has like a totally Hispanic name. So it's kind of weird if he like hates, if he's like a right-wing like anti-migrant guy named something completely Spanish. But I mean at this point you can be like 5th generation Mexican or something. What's going on? Shaki, 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 shaki. Shaki, 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 shaki. You're supposed to lose on time. Alright. Like our last opponent, who was allergic to trading. He has a trade allergy. The good thing about playing Shaki is that he's never playing for a draw. We don't have to worry about that. I mean, an accident like you're drunk or out of control on drugs or something like that. Would be at least a reason to crash into a bus stop full of people. That's like non-intentional. Maybe you have a heart attack while you're driving or something. Alright, Shaki just lost on time. I thought he played reasonably. Played. Wow, this is book. This is an actual line. Though we had A3 the other day, which is the main move. I don't know, it's bad. Yeah, that's true, Arsenal. Queen C2 is bad, so apparently Queen D3 is not bad. How bad is Queen C2? And is there some break I have here? Arsenal made me do it. I was strongly considering the routine knight c6. But honestly, I don't even know like which way I recapture here. Not to mention bishop e3. Do you have more hate mail? Oh, this one is like, "Hi sir, how are you?" Well, that's nice. Non-hate mail. Love mail. Yeah, knight c6 doesn't look so great, actually. Wow. So apparently queen c2 isn't bad, despite Uber drivers' protestations. Queen c2 is okay. And it's not really clear what black's best move is. Fries Nielsen played like me with the pawn grab. And then this is a new move. For knight e4, f4 wins. So you were right. I had to play queen takes. And I thought bishop d3 was interesting. But apparently queen d3 might be better. So it was an interesting game. And I was right not to grab the pawn. It's too dangerous. We're actually following this game from 2003. The h3 was maybe slow. You have compensation. But I don't think like, yeah, it's not that bad. Queen takes was forced. Yeah, you have compensation. Yeah, a3 is reasonable. Alright, good game. He lost on time. Arsenal fan. Husky. No, f4 just won. I didn't realize it won by force either. Now Bill will. Doesn't matter, man. You can call me Bob. Just don't call me Hans. I don't often play the joke piano, but I felt like something different. I just, it dawned on me, like, I don't know, very recently, that playing this slow Joko feels like I'm playing black, kind of. I played against Morales. What happened to Mule Skinner, by the way? Wasn't he challenging earlier and now he's gone? You have to opt for shorter moves. That was Hawkeye's big thing. He claimed that the secret to bullet chess was making a really small board. I thought he was like trolling me when he said that. You don't have to move the pieces as far on a small board. That's what chess comes to. It's like ridiculous. To make shorter moves closer to the clock. Yeah, driver, I hate b4 and a4. Asterbate would do that. I don't know, man. It just feels like our strong point is on the king side. We're attacking f7. Why am I playing like a4 and b4 and playing on the queen side? It just seems so weird to do that. I also don't like bishop g5 based stuff. That seems contrived and artificial. Contriving. So if I play d4, Did we have this before, Arsenal fan? Once? Once. In a galaxy far, far away. I mean, you were there at Paulson versus Murphy. Sir, I am following you on Twitch. Thank you. No private messages. No calling me sir. At least not in public. I think 7-5 is deceiving as a time control, Shaki. Yeah, it's not as slow as it seems. I can use my time, dude. I can use like 90 minutes in no time. I don't know where my time even went. B freaking 5. Just speaking of expanding on the queen side. Well, that's certainly a modest move. Arsenal is known for his modesty. Space grabber. I just instinctively want to say pawn grabber. Grab him by the pawns. I think Asterbait fell asleep. Pascalson. Budius. Willem Dafoe, it wasn't really born Willem Dafoe. He just like changed his name to sound cool. He's from like Minnesota or something. But isn't like Willem like a normal thing? Somewhere in like Holland or something? I think I knew a chess player named Willem once. Willius. Oh, that's like Lithuanian. That's a Lithuanian form. Julius Pascualus. Igor's Rousis. Latvian. Igor's Rousises. Multiple Rouses. How do I strengthen my strong point? Use strengthen strong point. Strong point strengthener. It's a weird position. Do you want to take? Seize the center. Central seizure. This is weird. I don't know what to do. Just randomly grab space. How dare you randomly grab space? I don't know. He like pre-moved. Nice pre-move. Seems weird to do this. It's like my bishop's on a good diagonal where it is. It seems strange to play bishop c2, pull it off that diagonal. G3. Oh. They go. Uber driver, you're always talking in riddles like that, like you're freaking Gollum or something. They seek the precious. Smeagol, sorry again. Yeah, yes, I'm speaking Hungarian now. Okay, Smeagol. Yeah, he talks like Smeagol. They seek me out, but I'm hiding in the cave. I keep the precious close to me. Smeagol no hurt. Smeagol good. But we always wonder who is Uber driver speaking of. Is it his mama or Bobby Fischer? Who exactly is they? Quote unquote they. It's like chess conspiracy theories. They play G3. I'm a little nervous about playing G3 in this type of situation. Actually, yeah, I mean, we'll see. I don't think G3 is on the menu. My menu. My menu card. H3 is. H3 is the thing. Which Nepo Ding game? This is way better than Nepo Ding. Nepo Ding was like the ridiculous, boring knight c3. What was it, what were they, anti-marshals? That was way worse than normal Joko. Smeagol? Doesn't seem fair. Knight g4? Maybe. Then I can do G3. I could see G3 at some point in the future. Man, I'm just gonna lose on time. I give up. I resign. I gotta do knight something. I know. They said G3, H3, knight H2. But I'm not playing until you tell me who they are. I don't just, do it for anybody. I mean, I don't just make random suggestions unless they is someone I can trust. I don't play random suggestions without a good reference. Uber driver will not specify who they is. They shall not receive my endorsement. Thou shalt not endorsement receive. Elders. Alright, you're banned. See, that sir thing, yeah, it's normal. Respecting your elders. I respect your driver as well. That's why I'm joking about him all the time. He's my elder. The Elder Brothers. Elderberry. Elderberries. Now Bishop G5. You might regret this, Sladgie. Damn, Arsenal with the... Phew, he's been very solid lately. Look at that score. Jesus, he's equal against me over 10 game spread. I never thought of you as a cheap player, Uber Driver, till you started playing here online. I didn't know you that well, but didn't realize what a cheapo specialist you were. I thought you were more classical. Got to balance your yin and yang. Balancing your act. Look how well coordinated though. I like his coordination. Okay, knight f5. Wait for it. This has got to be bad. An anonymous player would never make this exchange. Sometimes I've noticed like female players like have a literal. They have a kind of literal feminist thing about the queen and stuff. It's not common, but I have heard of it. If you're worried about the f2 pawn, you might have a problem with being materialistic. You might be materialistic. Whoa, what just happened? Wow. Oh, that's how it works. Just don't. I think it's pretty freaking impressive that Arsenal fan has an even score against me, going 10 games, possibly 11 straight. What's going on with that? This is not a coincidence, I think. First of all, I don't like that my king is cut off on the back row here. What? Pawn phalanxes. Who's beaten you 3 times in a row? Arsenal fan? Uber driver? Or me? Yeah, this isn't as bad as my rookening with Schumacher, but it's pretty much worse in some ways too. I've had a lot of lost positions today. You only made like one major blunder, but it was a big one. I thought it was a pretty good game. You know, the computer suggesting c4, I honestly almost played that, but I wasn't sure about it. I thought, that's a weird move the computer would probably play. I was like, nah, it just doesn't feel right, you know, positionally. Nice move, d5. You know, it's funny, I was going to play knight f5 and then I panicked because of bishop d8. Wow. I'm winning on the spot. What a stupid reason to not play knight f5. Now he's just better. But I'm not worried about losing the f2 pawn. It's not my problem here. What a shot, man. I just missed rook c2. Yeah, I was worried about this. It made me miss the other. You just like get so secure. Oh, my e4 pawn is overprotected. I had to play king e1 first. Right, so you got like this, for example, bishop takes f2. I'm even better here. That's not my problem. Yeah, it was a terrible blunder. And then I'm just lost. I was hoping this could save me, but it just doesn't work. It would have been better not to even do that. Rook takes, bishop takes e4, knight check, king f8. Not that it matters. Maybe there's a way I cannot lose maximum material here. You would probably have played bishop d3. If you don't find f5, still, I'm staying alive. You'd have to find perfect moves to get a winning position by force. Seriously, not that easy. If you make one like routine move, I can probably survive. But yeah, I mean, you know, if you play perfectly, I'm dead lost. But in the game, I was dead lost too. This was just really a weird decision, taking on e3. That was a really, really bad decision. Because these pawns are much stronger. Even if you're winning after bishop takes e3, this is not a risk you should run. It is nice. I mean, you know, clearly you're clearly better, but I was pretty terrified of rook takes b2. Because that a pawn is just murder, you know? There's even a4 possibly, I don't know. I guess I have c4. Interesting. Here I thought at least I have a chance to survive. But you should play king f8, king g7, and king g6 and try at least over there. I thought this was irrational to play king d5, but maybe it's not. But here you have to be careful. Like, you're not really better here. So it's a draw, even here. So you push the envelope too much. I mean, trying too hard to win. But the major mistake was not taking on b2. You know, you really had me dead to rights. Yeah, I can't take this challenge. I think I said the player didn't have enough games or something. No, you have enough games. Well, I would take your challenge if you were next in the line, but you're not next in the line. Plus, we take the subscribers first. How much time do I have left? 20 minutes. Enough time to get killed by Husky. Alright, I have to play learning chess, actually. He's a subscriber now. I'm not going to play bullet chess. If he's not here, I'm out of here. If I could win a winning position, I might be half decent. What if learning chess is a secretly cheesy noob? And he has multiple personality disorder? I don't understand this player's motivation. I complained that they play bullet, now he's playing c3, d4. Okay, let's play the... Can you please play the London system? Cheesy Noob goes in these... He goes in these periods where he sort of disappears and comes back. I don't know. He's a weird guy. I'm so disappointed White didn't play the London system. Yeah, different than you. Maybe he's part of cult or something. Maybe Arsenal. Last time I thought it was like something he said about health, maybe health related. In all seriousness, I don't know. But he always was playing the c3 thing. I've played c3 in a couple of games on move 1. Mostly times when I had no preparation and I just wanted to avoid it. h4. Some guys, especially in the London, he doesn't like that his bishop's on g5 instead of f4, so he doesn't go for the standard London h4 attack. Is that like a, I don't know, Eric Rosen coaching theme, playing h4 in the London? Because clearly the London system is an opening where you're gearing toward kingside attack and queenside castling. The strong point on d4 is oriented toward a kingside attack. Yeah, I mean, my first experience with that was in 1996 when I played International Master Adolf Herzog in the Vienna Open, where he played like a coffee house attacking game where he never had anything and then got mad when he lost at the end. He was all abrasive and angry. First round? Maybe it was the first round of the tournament. I do not remember. I don't think so. Maybe it was. Knight d6. Adolf got mad in Austria. I was thinking it has to be awkward to be named Adolf in Austria. But I guess it's like a common name. Still, it has to be kind of awkward. You must get a lot of really boring shit about that. It would be like if Americans were typically named Jesus or something. You never see any Americans named Jesus. He wasn't that old. I would say like 15 years older than me. 15, 20. 20. He would be 70 now. I guess you can't cancel like names because of one bad person. So in Spanish cultures, you have Jesus, which is a common name. What is the equivalent of Jesus in English? George. I say we like vote. We have a vote, and we stop calling Bob Bob and start calling him Jesus. Joshua is the same as Jesus? Really? I thought Joshua was one of Jesus' apostles. So how can they have the same name? The Book of Joshua. I don't know, man. I don't trust Uber driver. He read that in a book about Freddie. I want to name my children Jason and Freddie. That would be disturbing, right? Typical 90s parent. Hannibal. How scary would that be? If your friends came over, though, I'm going over to Hannibal's house to play. And Jason and Freddie are going to be there. His parents are a little strange. See, like, Italians have Adolfo, right? You can't just cancel names. It's one bad apple. Uh-oh. E5. I don't know, guys. This might be the last game for today. Yeshua. Okay, that makes sense. The Hebrew translated to English is Joshua. Not yeah, but it's still weird. Okay, so he had a okay, so I guess my question then would be, how can you have, like, the Bible making him Jesus and his disciple, who apparently had the same name, Joshua? So they both had the same name. They're just, like, differentiating them. They're both the same. Jesus and Joshua had the same name, but it's just like the Western Bible that's making them have a different name to not confuse them. Interesting. See, you learn all kinds of interesting things here. He didn't have an apostle Joshua. Oh, that's weird. So who was Joshua? I'm confused. My Bible knowledge is kind of a little out of date. My Bible history is worse than my Russian, which is non-existent. Joshua's student Moses, okay. Where does Mel Gibson come into all this? That's what I really don't understand. Bartholomew. Anybody here watch the show Stranger Things? Is D'Artagnan a real name? I'm just really ignorant. If they named the monster D'Artagnan. So there's this Hungarian guy who I know, and people are referring to him as D'Artagnan. D'Artagnan was like the monster they found. Was he one of the Three Musketeers? I never read the Three Musketeers, so that would explain why. That was a classic book you could read for in our high school like summer book club, but I never went with the Three Musketeers. It just sounded kind of rote. So D'Artagnan was one of the Three Musketeers. Three Muscatels. I just don't know why they're calling him D'Artagnan. There's no way a Hungarian guy's name is D'Artagnan. It has to be like a joke or something. They're calling him Darty, or Dart, for short. I'm like, what is going on? I just wanted to figure out where this guy is getting his nickname, or maybe he looks like the monster from Stranger Things. Mate in one. Well, that's pretty much what I expected. But I don't shame you. I've been hanging a lot of mates in one myself. It's a masculine name of Old French origin, from D'Artagnan. D'Artagnan. Okay, so it's D'Artagnan. I understand. It's a level character known for bravery and intellect. Okay, now I got it. Unfortunately, I never read The Three Musketeers. So that's why I'm kind of short on the uptake. Really a classic piece of literature that Alexander Dumas. The Man in the Iron Mask is another one. I never read any of Dumas. I skipped the French literature. Alright. I admit I have a weakness. Yeah, that was an interesting mate you got there. Yet another weird game from Learning Chess. Computer wanted to play bishop f4 there at one point. Now we transpose to London. Yeah, knight c5. I wasn't sure. He has to hold up the e4 square. Dorian Gray. Who wrote Dorian Gray? Wait, Dumas wrote Dorian Gray? The Portrait of Dorian Gray? That's a Dumas story? I actually read that, but I couldn't remember who wrote it. Maybe. Alright. We will be back tomorrow night. Fast. It's fast. Fast, rapid. Rapid tournament. Don't feel bad about hanging mate in one. I do it all the time. Although this one was a little obvious. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, good games lately, Arsenal. You're making vast strides in improving. And you're always like very quick. You're probably playing a little too quick still. You don't have to slow it down a lot, but I would slow down a little bit when you're winning, especially. You need to like sit on your hands more. Alright. We'll see y'all later. Have a great day. Making steps toward greatness. Absolutely. Later, guys.